Hey fellow Force users, what is up? It's Jasmine, the Sokotano fan. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Again, long time no see. So it's time to jump into the third episode now of the third season of The Bad Batch. It's a bit of a tongue twister. So last episode, we saw Hunter and Wrecker embark on a mission to try and gain insight into Omega's whereabouts. And we saw them go to a planet where they met cadets who were outcast because of the Empire. This intel offers a little bit of information as to where she could be, but it's a large space they have to cover. So this is definitely arguably the most challenging mission that they've had yet. It actually makes it more realistic, the fact that it's taking so long for them to get to her, as opposed to if they were able to just find her right away. We definitely get the sense as viewers that this is not going to be an easy mission. It's taking so long just to find where she is exactly. And then when they find where she is, they have to then figure out a way to rescue her. Or is it going to be a thing where she's able to somehow break out of there herself? Definitely a deep episode, and we got to see the post-war aftermath on these young cadets, which I thought was a nice touch. Definitely a strong start to the season so far, guys. So without further ado, guys, let's blast our way into the third episode and check out what's in store for us. Shadows of Tantiss, what does that mean? Are we gonna find out what's really beyond the walls, or?
Good morning, Omega.
Good morning. Well, she didn't say it that time.
Come along.
Her day's so repetitive that she knows exactly when Emery's coming, even enough to meet her at the door. Ooh, who's that? Probably a clone assassin? That was pretty much Crosshair's job at one point. Similar to that.
Why are there so many troopers around?
I'm not certain.
You don't know?
The doctor will inform me if it's necessary.
Uh-oh.
Emery, a word.
Oh no. Did Nalisa get caught?
An unexpected guest is arriving shortly.
Palpatine!
Oversee the lab in her absence.
As you wish, Doctor.
Oh.
I will begin testing the latest samples.
I will see to them when I return.
Dr. Carr is quite capable of handling such matters.
Have additional V-wings standing by to escort his vessel to the base.
It's definitely Palpatine.
If Emery tests your sample, you will be in danger. You must flee this facility before it is too late. Project.
Nalisa, come along.
She was just about to tell her.
Retrieve my data pad, sneak aboard a shuttle, and flee.
Nalisa.
Damn. She's a real one for warning her. Damn. Uh-oh. Was that her sample?
Hemlock said there's a guest arriving. Who is it?
It's best not to ask questions.
Oh, she's gotta get that sample out.
Forget your assignments and get some rest.
Okay.
Get it, Omega, get it. Go to that bed.
Omega, I can handle things here. Go.
Oh, was she about to test hers? Damn. It's not good. The way Nalisa warned her kind of gives me chills a little. Whatever it is they're doing, it's not good. There he is. Well, it could be Vader too, but I suspect it's Palpatine. Yeah, it's him. Damn.
I have been most eager to see the progress you have made, Doctor.
Man, animation, live action, Clone Wars, Bad Batch, Rebels. This guy is always scary.
The exotic matter facilities have expanded, providing alteration and testing of much larger assets.
That is not the reason why I am here today.
Project Necromancer.
Ho ho ho. I feel like she should check that when she gets back to her room, no? Uh-oh. Ha ha ha. She's talking to Crosshair.
What are you doing here?
Escaping. And you're coming with me. I'm kind of improvising.
Is that some kind of joke?
Explain later.
That's not a plan.
Oh, just distract them.
Guards!
Unlock this cell. I was giving you an order.
This clone thinks he outranks us.
And I'll take your blaster too.
How are you gonna do that?
You'll see.
Oh man, I hope this is successful. He should definitely put on one of their uniforms, no? That might have made it easier. I guess he didn't have time to change.
Start talking.
I told you. We're escaping. Nala Say said I had to. And I wasn't going to leave without you. She told me to use her datapad and find a shuttle.
I hope she's not setting her up somehow. I don't think so though. Nala Say seems like she's on Omega's side.
All hands on deck until the Emperor departs.
The Emperor's here.
I didn't know.
This was not the day to wing an escape.
I'm gonna have to agree with Crosshair on this one.
Your
He's
hand's
shaking.
worse, isn't it?
It's fine.
Uh-oh. All shuttles have been grounded, except the Emperor's.
Oh, are they able to sneak aboard the Emperor's shuttle?
I know a shuttle we can use. It crash landed outside the perimeter back when I first came here. If the comms are still functioning, we can contact Hunter and Wrecker. Follow me.
These are the test subjects, I bet you. The specimens that they talked about.
As you can see, these specimens are well guarded to ensure they remain viable for testing. I am confident that we will have a successful M-count replication.
Whatever is needed to accomplish this goal, you will have it.
Oh my gosh, what is he looking at? Show us. Suspense is killing me. Oh, now it's almost that Omega's vial. It's good that she didn't take the doll, because that could imply that she's still there, because maybe she thinks, Emery thinks she would leave with it, right? Oh! I love this duo.
It leads outside, but it's protected by a timed ray shield. We'll have to move fast or we'll be trapped.
Omega,
Oh, crap.
you should go back to your room.
You mean her cell?
It's not too late. Come with me, and no one needs to know about this.
I spent most of my life confined on Camino. I won't be trapped here too. You're a clone like us, Emery. Help us.
This is for your own good.
Oh no! What was she about to do? Call for help? She did. Wow. She might be harder to turn than I thought. But notice how Omega was making a little friend with Batcher, but she was also keeping a lookout for ways of escaping, right?
Consider much of your work an abomination. They lack the vision.
Your brilliance is a great asset to this empire.
If I am appointed the scientific minister, I would strive to bring unleashed glory.
I still wonder what's up with his hand. That gloved hand? He always is playing with
All
it.
in due time.
Yes, Emperor.
I wonder if it's a prosthetic.
Omega and prisoner CT-9904 are missing.
Missing?
Oh my god.
Just triggered in the lurker kennels.
Oh my gosh.
Seal it off.
Activate the ray shield.
Emery, man. Oh.
The shield's not supposed to activate yet.
They know we're in here.
That was way too close. That was way too close.
What direction is the crash shuttle?
Not sure.
Great. Follow
Oh.
the flight path.
He could blame her though, potentially.
Omega had one of our data pads.
They made it past the ray shields.
Release the lurkers.
Damn. But I wonder if her friend, Batcher, is gonna help them.
The lurkers will not bring them back alive.
The time for half measures is over.
Perhaps I could...
Return to the lab. I'm curious
Oh no.
how your assistant managed to escape this facility. One must assume she had help.
I have been right by your side.
Oh, she's good.
Secure her in a cell.
Oh no. It's such a big area though that they definitely could hide from them.
How good. The killer hounds.
This is definitely not good.
It should be up ahead.
Don't tell me the data pad broke. Oh, what did she trip on? Oh. I thought maybe she would have tripped on something that would help them. Is that a Wookiee? No. No. Oh, definitely not a Wookiee. So that's what's been out there. But it's gonna help them, looks like, for the time being. Is she gonna do something to the sample?
It's not working.
They're coming.
Oh, this is intense.
Getting an odd energy surge in Sector 4. It has to be them.
Sorry, I thought this would work.
You got us this far. We're not done yet. They teach you Plan 72.
Tech had me memorize all the plans.
Tech.
Of course he did.
Now, what is this plan, I wonder? Plan 72. Man. Come on. Is Ventress gonna show up? Help them?
Stand down.
Oh, crap.
I said stand down.
That's Batcher, I bet you.
Betcha? Stay close.
Oh, I hope he doesn't die. He really should have taken one of their uniforms. Damn, I just want them both to get on the ship.
Betcha, come.
Oh. Okay, well done. But they're gonna have to ditch it soon because they probably have a way to track that. What's gonna happen here? Is she gonna have a change of heart? Or is she force sensitive? Maybe does she have an M count within her blood? Is that why Nalase was warning her? We did kind of question that a while ago, probably back in the first season.
I want that ship neutralized.
Don't shoot them down. The clone sample supported a positive M count transfer with no degradation from. It's Omega.
Wow.
They're escaping.
Stand down. We need her alive.
They jumped.
A minor setback. I have the full resources of the Empire at my disposal. We will find her.
Holy crap. That's why Nalase did not want her blood tested. Oh man. I need the next episode now. Alright, so that was quite an episode. Definitely my favorite so far. And that was quite a reveal at the end there. I should have mentioned something earlier in the video because the thought did cross my mind if somehow there's something in Omega's blood that has to do with the M count that Nalase doesn't want the others to see. And it looks like Nalase was right because it was revealed that her blood seemed to support a positive M count transfer, I think is what Emery was saying. That's a big deal. I think what they're saying is whoever the specimen is that they're getting the original M count from, for some reason when it was given to Omega or transferred to Omega, there was no degradation of that original M count. And so I don't know if that means Omega has the potential to be force sensitive, or because of the nature of her blood and somehow because she's Jango Fett's pure DNA, is she someone whose blood can sustain that M count without anything being degraded? And I wonder if Boba Fett would have the same result potentially. Therefore, what is their plan going forward with this? Do they plan on using Omega's blood to transfer to other test subjects potentially. How many people are in Omega's situation where their blood would show the same results? But anyways, yeah, that was definitely a big reveal there, and you could see that things have changed now. Hemlock no longer wants them to be killed for escaping. We gotta talk about the escape in a sec, but instead he wants to recapture them because he realizes just how valuable and important Omega is. And again, that is what Nalase was afraid of. So yeah, that was really well done. Let's talk more about the escape as well. So they were able to pull it off, Omega and Crosshair. And I love seeing the two of them work together. We have Crosshair's skills, obviously, with the blaster, combined with Omega's smarts, and the two of them together are kind of unstoppable. I love how Omega was able to kind of go under the radar and sneak by people, steal the data pad of Nalase, and then ultimately free Crosshair. It does show how skilled she is and how valuable she is, even as a member to the Bad Batch. Because she is a certain size, for example, she's able to sneak around more easily. People perhaps don't see her as a threat, so she's able to maybe gain people's trust a little bit more. She's developed relationships with a variety of people, including Emery, including Batcher, who we saw come into play there at the end to help them in their escape. She's definitely a lot smarter than perhaps we've even given her credit for in the past, and it paid off in this case, and they were able to hatch an escape together without needing the help of Hunter and Wrecker. So that was really good, and you could see that Crosshair is starting to get his confidence back as well. He was very pessimistic and not hopeful at all with them having the chance of escape initially, but then once they did, Crosshair had said to Omega, "You've gotten us this far and we're not done yet." So you kind of get the sense that the old Crosshair is slowly starting to come back. One more thing I wanted to add as well with the whole specimen and M count thing. Whoever the specimen is, or whatever the specimen is, obviously has a high M count. In one of my prior videos, it might have been from the first episode, I had questioned whether or not the Ventress we saw in the trailer was potentially a clone, because we know that this research has something to do with wanting to replicate potentially Force-sensitive beings, or even in general to expand the whole cloning technology, which eventually leads to Palpatine being able to clone himself. So I did kind of throw out that theory there, but the other possibility is, what if Ventress is one of the specimens that they are getting this M count from? Is it possible, in fact, that instead of killing all these Force-sensitive beings, including Jedi, that maybe they held on to some of them and preserved some of them for the sake of experimenting on them? Of course, we also saw Palpatine this episode, and I mentioned during my reaction, but every single time we've seen Palpatine, whether it's in live action or animation, he is always so intimidating. They really do a good job at capturing his intimidating presence, and there was so much build up to him as well. First, they teased his entrance as the arrival of a special guest. They had increased troops on patrol leading up to his grand entrance. It definitely made his presence a lot more ominous and sinister, which is definitely the intent here. We don't always see Palpatine or Vader, so when either of them show up, it usually means that something big is about to happen. And in this case, we did have that big reveal at the end there. We saw Hemlock and Palpatine look at the specimens, but we didn't see what or who was actually inside. So it does continue to raise that question: who are these specimens that they are retrieving, I guess, the M count from? I don't know what's going on with Emery either. I'm gonna continue to say it. I've been saying it. I do think she will come around at some point, but it definitely is not going to be easy to turn her. She had the chance to go with Omega and Crosshair, but instead chose to inform the Empire of their escape. So for the time being, it does seem as though her allegiance is to the Empire, but she does have a little bit of an attachment to Omega. We saw in the first episode, she returned her doll to her, and even in this episode here, she did try to warn Omega to come back. She said that no one has to know about this. She has some sort of attachment there, given that Omega is her little sister, but just how far does that attachment go? Will it lead to her eventually joining Omega's side and going against the Empire, or will she continue to be loyal to the Empire? But yeah, guys, overall, great episode. As I mentioned, it's definitely my favorite so far. As always, let me know down below in the comments what you thought of this episode and how you're liking this season so far. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, guys. And I will see you next week for the 4th episode of The Bad Batch Season 3. Until next time, guys, take care and see you soon.